Hey guys, just want to do a quick update on the tank. I'm still battling the diatom, the brown algae diatom outbreak. I have 6 snails in here at the moment, of different types, two of different types, three of different types. But I think I might buy a couple more that sip the sand just to, because I think the ones on the rocks are they're doing okay. I think it's kind of managing it. So I might buy some more that are actually for the sand because that's kind of where most of the problem is at the moment. As you can see, it's pretty nasty. The other thing I did was I removed the air pump or the water pump that I had there before, and I'm using it for a different project for my freshwater tank projects. Instead, I put a USB bubbler there or air stone, and the reason why I did this is I just want to get some additional aeration in there. I know that obviously um, the filter and the UV sterilizer here, the flow from the UV sterilizer, that does disturb the surface, but there's a well-documented study that a bubbler, those bubbles popping like that is actually what does the most gas exchange. So I decided to do that. And also the bubbler also breaks up the protein skimming. I don't have a protein skimmer, so I'm hoping that breaks that up, and then it basically gets trapped back into one of these filters eventually. So that's the update. I decided to also slow down on the fish for now, um, partly because of a couple different reasons. The first is that I think the cause of all this is just basically I'm adding too much, or I'm adding too much fish too quickly. So decided to slow down, let the tank catch up a little bit. Um, the other thing I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to buy a small piece of live rock and put it onto each one of these structures so that it can start, producing some coralline algae to get that or that purple look like that. So I want the rocks to all have that purple look, the coralline algae look. So I'm gonna buy some live rock, just really really small pieces, and hopefully this will seed the coralline algae into these rock structures. So that's the update. I think the fish are doing really well. Obviously this guy has it's a healthy fish. It's not like the first one which died like within 30 minutes. Um, all the other fish are doing pretty well too. They're eating well. And yeah, so that's the update on the tank. Gotta slow down a little bit. Hopefully this bubbler, does two things. Breaks up the protein film on the top and also adds additional aeration, which I think is needed because I'm not quite sure what the stocking level this tank should be. I talked to my local fish store and they think that I can get 10 fish in here of small size, 3-inch size. I don't know, that seems kind of a lot. So that was my initial plan to do that. I have 6 fish in here at the moment, and even now, it kind of looks a little bit cluttered with fish. I do want to get a wrasse, and the other reason why I'm slowing down is I'm going to order a really specific wrasse, hopefully, from Petco called Carpenter wrasse. And there's another name for it also. It has a really nice colors, and I think that would be the centerpiece fish. Um, I want to get a wrasse because that they actually would utilize the rocks a little bit more. None of these fish really interact with the rocks. They do go into the rocks at night to sleep. These two, the damsel and the basslet here, they do go into the rocks respectively. This one goes here, and then the basslet goes into this one. They do that at night. But during the day, they don't really interact with the rocks, and a wrasse will actually do that. They will dart in and out of these structures. So I'm hoping to add that, and also I want to get a blenny as well. Um, and then after that, maybe 2 or 3 green chromis or a specific type of chromis. So that's the stocking plan. I'll definitely add those two. I'm not sure if I'll add the chromis because at that point I think it's going to be a lot. Well, first thing is to battle. Hopefully, we can battle this brown diatom algae outbreak, and then we'll go from there. All right, talk to you later.